Hello, how is everybody doing? I'm just coloring a little bit in this Bible, my creative Bible. Just one of those days where God is teaching me to let go. Sometimes we just want things to happen when we want to. And sometimes it's not going to happen like that. We expect everything to go our way. We expect for everyone to go our way. And sometimes even our children, we want them to behave like if they're not supposed to run, yell, scream. We want everything just in a line. I think that's our problem, that we want everything seem like if it's perfect when it's not even like that. I know there's so many moms out there struggling, but we don't say that on social media, right? We don't say how hard it is. We don't say how many nights we did not sleep. We do not say how are we doing financially, emotionally. It's just because we don't break in front of people, just because we continue going doesn't mean it's healthy for you, like, yeah, we continue going, but are you okay? Sometimes you just need to stop. Because even when you want things going your way, sometimes everything goes not in your favor. And when we don't want something to happen, it happens, It's like you're trying to find, like, something that you lost. You've been trying to find it because you need it. But when you do not need it, you find it. I don't know why things are like that sometimes. Life is, you give too much, they take too much from you. You give too much love, sometimes people take it for granted, That's why Jesus Christ always tells us to have faith. And he tells us to be aware, to be hanging out with those people that are only going to bring us down. It's only going to bring drama or chaos or, I don't know, something. And sometimes not even that we're looking for problems. Sometimes things just happen. Sometimes we think that we're doing something right, but sometimes it's God telling us, you know what, hey, you need to pick up to what I'm telling you. You need to wake up from this social media, from this TV, from all this distraction, and pay attention to me. I think that's what God is telling me right now. Like, just sit down and pay attention. You want this? You want to continue doing all this? Okay. You need to get up. Because sleeping is not going to get me there anymore, like, pretending like it's happening, but I'm not moving, I'm not acting, I'm not doing anything, I'm not praying, I'm not reading the Bible. How do I want it to happen if I don't really, I'm not focused? Some days I feel like, oh, I'm so focused, but some days, like, going through so much stress, I feel like Sometimes we feel like we are not worthy of praying just because we fail, just because we're not doing some things right some days. You know what? I don't think it's worth it to be miserable somewhere or with somebody if it's only gonna distract you from Jesus Christ. I feel like before I was doing, like, staying at home, I would read, I would pay more attention, but when I went to the real world, sometimes we forget. Sometimes we don't want to do it. Sometimes we're tired. Maybe because after work, or we went out with our kids, with our family. We come home and we're tired. We don't want to do anything. Especially when you go grocery shopping with your children. You know how that can be sometimes, Especially if they're young, wanting things, whining and crying. You know how sometimes that can be. Some people say that why do us Christians, we repeat the same things, like the same faith, and we need to probably be doing it more often, because with everything that we are seeing, and I know that God wants us to be preaching and spreading His word everywhere throughout the whole world. Sometimes I don't have a plan. I don't know what. I'm going to say some scriptures and read, but it's really what God wants. That's what I am saying. It says on St. Mark 16, verse 15. And He said unto them, Go ye into all the world, the whole world, the nation, the whole land, every country, every city, every state, everywhere. Everywhere that you are, you can be preaching. Man, if social media is a thing right now, we can be using social media and spread the word to everybody. Sometimes social media gets around to places where we couldn't even imagine, And preach the gospel to every creature, every person, every human being out there, even animals, that we are a creation of Jesus Christ. We need to preach to everyone who doesn't really know what's happening in their life. There's so much chaos. There's so much drama, conflict, people trying to just make it difficult, But let me tell you, God He delivers the broken. He's here for the broken. He's here to deliver us all from this mentality that we have, that, oh, we don't need help, we're okay. They ask us for help. No, it's fine, I got it. Even though you do not got it. Even though we don't have it under control, He has it. I'm not a perfect preacher, motivational speaker. I'm not perfect, and I know I have a lot of probably speaking, but God does not call us to be perfect. Like, get on, go preach the gospel to whoever you think needs it, and whoever you want to see in heaven. It doesn't matter. Like, we need to wake up. It says on Psalm 57, verse 8. Actually, it's 7. It says, my heart is fixed. Oh God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. Awake up, my glory. Awake. Pottery and harp. I myself will wake early. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people. I will sing unto thee among the nations. For the mercy is great unto the heavens, and thy truth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let the glory be above all the earth. I don't know what's happening, to be honest, in my life. But there's a lot of things that God is making me aware, and He will make us aware of so many things. One time I went to this job. It's like, oh, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? He taught me so many things in just one day. Like, He opened my eyes. He let me see. He let me understand. It's like, whoa, and that's just one day. Imagine if we listened to Jesus Christ, like, how amazing our life would be. He said if we would have listened earlier, our lives would be like a river of water. But we were disobedient. We didn't listen. We wanted to do whatever we want. Exactly how we are now. Exactly how our kids are learning how to do that right now. Just doing whatever they want. Even 3 years old, do whatever they want. They don't have control. Sometimes we just need to have a lot of patience. And if you don't have it, then look for help. Because sometimes we continue like ignoring that our kids have problems, and like maybe it needs medical, maybe it needs love, maybe it needs more communication. Just never know. Like, only God has the last word. Only God knows what's going to happen tomorrow. But you know what? God does tell us what is going to happen. If you pay attention, if us Christians, we pay attention, God tells us what's going to happen next. We just don't want to see it, or we keep ignoring it. But if something happens in your life that probably God saved you from something, and God turned that page and said, no more of this. Maybe it was a wake-up call for you to say, okay, God, you are in control of my life, because I cannot do it. This is so good. Wow. We cannot let things get out of control just because we feel ashamed. When people can describe that you are ashamed, but Jesus Christ said that with Him, you don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to be guilty. You don't have to be miserable, mad all the time. Even though sometimes we don't know how to control ourselves, our emotions. If you go somewhere else, therapy, they're just listening, and they're putting all that in them. Imagine how they go home every single day with all these things on them. That they don't need to do that, but the only one that we should go is Jesus Christ, because He knows us. It says, on Psalm 56 verse 7, shall they escape by iniquity, In thy anger cast down the people, O God. Thou tellest my wanderings, put thou my tears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? When I cry unto thee, then shall my enemies turn back. This I know, for God is for me. God is for us. We don't need to worry. Even if there's people battling you, God is in control. He has the last word. Have faith. Everything's going to happen. Even if we feel and they tell you that we sound like a scratch city, saying things over and over, that's because we care. And that's because Jesus Christ is telling you to get up, get that Bible, preach, even if it's through the phone, even if it's through somebody, your kids, somebody. We need to do this because we don't know when he's gonna just decide, you know what, I'm tired of this. Because I feel it closer and closer every single day. Our enemies, you know what? Keep your enemies close. They're the ones who are helping you reach to the next level. Pray for them that harm you. Pray for your enemies. And do good to those who want to do bad. I know it doesn't make sense, but you'd rather have peace in you than to have the right. Let them win. And you will win with peace in your heart. God helps us all the time. Even when we don't want to. It's like, nah, I got it. God's like, I know you don't got it. Let them help you. It's like, okay. Sometimes we think we're so tough. Like we don't need help. I see so many people around my life that they need help. They think they can do it by themselves, but I know they can't. They need God. They need support system or something. And I've learned that God is in people that he sends to help us. Sometimes you're looking for God, you're looking for his presence, start helping somebody. See how amazing it feels when someone helps you, when someone approaches to you. You will experience way more of that when you are with Jesus Christ. It says on Joshua, you know in all your hearts and in all your souls that not one thing has failed of all the good things which the Lord your God spake concerning you. So everything that has happened in your life until now, nothing was a mistake. Everything was a purpose for you to get to where he wants you to be. Wherever he wants you to go, he is preparing you. So let that hard work, let him do what he wants. Because he's taking you so many places that you cannot even imagine. He's going to change your life. And I believe that you're going to start to feel his glory in your life. You don't have to be perfect to start. Just start. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.